Hey gang, welcome back to Outdoors with Rocky. This is going to be part 2 of our squirrel hunting video. This is the cooking and cleaning part of that video. And we've done a rebrand here on the channel. So if you would, I'd like to ask you to hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down, either one. And if you can, hype the video. It's right there in the comments. By rebranding, I can really use y'all's support by clicking the thumbs up or the thumbs down, and leave me a comment if you would. That helps a lot. I've got some more hunting videos that some of y'all might be interested in. I'll put some cards in here. We've got a really rare black cow video, and we put it on last year. So I'm going to put a card in here to it for any of you new guys that want to go see that one. It's a really good video. We get 2 black cows in that video. I'll also put a card in here for the first part of the squirrel hunting video, in case any of y'all missed it, where we take the squirrel. It's almost 120-year-old Stevens. I think I put Remington in the description by accident, but it's a Stevens 22 rifle, single shot. I call it a rolling block. I think that's what it's considered. Some of y'all may know. And what is your favorite way to eat squirrels? This way that I'm going to show you is just an old southern way that we've eaten them all my life. It's the way I was taught from a small kid on up. So what are some other ways y'all like to eat them? This is something that I wasn't taught growing up. I learned it later on in life, and it does seem to help. With small game, dip them in some water before you start skinning. That helps keep some of the hair off the meat. And this is a young squirrel. I'm going to get the fur off of it, and we'll cook it here in just a little while. I try to remove their feet and legs before I start skinning. It just helps keep a little bit more hair off the meat whenever you're doing it. It's one less thing you have to deal with when you get to it. Don't get in no big hurry, and you can usually just work their legs right out of there. Now then, maybe this will be YouTube friendly. So now we're going to take his head off right here and cut his tail off right there. And then we will we'll gut him then. But yeah, he was a young one. See, he got no nutters. I'll get him cut on up. And Bobo, he's done got over here and got in line. He's gonna try to take off this head. You can keep the heads. We always did growing up, but now this one's shot in the head, so it wouldn't work too good with him. You want that? You want that? He wants it. So far, we've not got hardly any hair on it, and that's a good thing. I'm not quite sure how we're going to cook this just yet. Now this part here, I know YouTube don't like it, so we're going to turn it off here now. Right here he is, all cityfied, like the grocery store. That's the whole little squirrel. Now what I do with this now is I will soak it in salt water in the refrigerator for a day or so until I get ready to cook it, or I'll freeze it. This one here, we're gonna cook it. So I'm gonna let it soak probably for 24 hours and then we'll cook it. I know I'm probably gonna have some people ask, but I just sprinkle some salt in it like this. Now I'll cover it with water and put some saran wrap over top of it. And if I need to, you can change the water out, you know, after 6 or 8 hours. If you want to change the water out, you can. All right, our squirrel has been soaking overnight. We're gonna try to get him cut up here. It's cool enough today that I can build a fire in here and we'll cook this bad boy on this wood cook stove once I get him quartered up. So there we go. Now what we gotta do is get us a fire going in this stove here. This is a Red Mountain J. Now it don't have a real big firebox. I've seen some of them on YouTube that has a firebox really big. This one doesn't have that. What I've done right there was I put a wadded up piece of newspaper inside here, and this is just a bunch of little kindling that we had laying around the shop. Now if I can get my hand back in there, we'll light that up. Now we'll let that kindling get to going. There's gonna be a little smoke come out right on the start. We need to open the vents up, so maybe it'll start drawing. It's gonna smoke up in here just a little bit until that pipe starts drawing. We're about to get there. It's got several different places here that you can put wood in at, but right now we just need to get caught up. Anytime I open anything up, smoke's gonna boil out around these eyes right now. All right, what I've got here is just one country egg. I can't find my fork right now. I'm gonna beat this egg up best I can with these sticks. Now, we're going to throw the squirrel in there and let it be a setting. Put down in the comments some recipes if y'all got any good recipes for squirrels, because I'm telling you, if I don't burn these, this will probably get me back into the wanting to go squirrel hunting every few days. Alright, what I got right here is just white flour, and I've got some pepper somewhere. Right here it is. So I'm just going to put a good amount of pepper on there, and some pink Himalayan salt. I'm out of the Redmond's real salt, but I have a big old bag of pink Himalayan salt. We're just going to put a liberal amount of it on there. That ought to be plenty. I may have to put a little more salt. I can salt it after I get it cooked though. It's ideal if you put just a little bit of milk in this right here wash. This egg wash right here. But I don't have any milk out here in the shop. Let's see what our fire's doing in here. Oh yeah, it's fixing to get took off. We're going to cook this in this old Regal iron skillet. It's like a cast iron skillet, but it's real thin. I don't have any lard, so we're going to use this bacon grease. I may get my hind end whipped for using all of her bacon grease. I didn't have a smaller skillet. Yeah, it's going to take most all of that. We'll be letting it get hot right here over the fire. Move our fan back here. It should start going, I guess, right now. I'm going to let them set in that until this grease is ready. I'll show you how I test it here in just a few minutes. The way I test it is I'll sprinkle a little flour in there. And when it starts sizzling, that's about where I want it at. We're going to move this. I don't know. I guess I'll leave that right there. I may have to scoot this pan over to get it off the heat a little bit, because it's a heating up really fast. I don't want to burn my bacon grease. It's smelling good already. It's just almost there. I'm going to let it go just a little bit hotter. I want it to sizzle when I put it in there. I'm going to go ahead now and be breading some of these pieces of squirrel here. Now, if you want a lot of breading on them, you can double dip them. What I mean by that, dip them into flour and then back into the egg wash and then back into the flour again, and you'll get a big heavy coat of flour on them then. I don't want a lot of that flour on them. I'm throwing flour everywhere, but I don't think it hurt nothing. That's why I don't get to cook in the house. All right. Now then, I bet that oil is ready now. If I can get my hands cleaned off here, we'll try it and see. Yeah, that's ready. Maybe that's hot enough. I wished it would have sizzled just a little bit more when I dropped that one in there. I'm going to wait just a few seconds. I am going to scoop this fan over because I think most of my heat's back that way. Yeah, they looking good now. If we can just keep that temperature up there. Listen to that. It sounds good. It smells better than it sounds. We're getting almost ready to flip, I think. Just a little bit browner, and we'll roll them over. I think they're ready to roll over. I know the thin ones are. Well, I hadn't smelled this in a long time. Whew, smells good. I don't want to get hot with that grease though. That's one thing I don't want to do. That big piece right there I'm a little worried about. It's so big the oil ain't getting up inside of it. I should have flattened it out like I did these other backbone pieces right there. Anyway, we'll be alright. We're not going to let it cook a whole lot longer. That piece there I probably will, but these others, they're not going to go much longer. especially those shoulder pieces. They're real thin. The little thin pieces, the shoulders, they're coming out. That there's a pretty thin piece of back right there, which is going to come out too. This big thick back piece, I've got a little trick. I'll do this before I take it out. The two big legs, they're fixing to come out. You see right here where that bone is right here? I don't see any blood coming out there now. That tells me that them's pretty much done, them 6 pieces are. Watch tender. I can tell already by the way that fork sticks in there. Alright, I'll show you the trick for that thick piece. I'm making a small deep fryer out of it. I've turned all my oil over that way. And I'll let it sit in there for just a little while. It's pretty much done though right now. That looks pretty. Pretty and golden brown. Better than what Cracker Barrel could do. All right. Okay, that's gonna die down now. I got my skillet pulled over here to where it's not as hot. We're ready to go in and try the food out now. There was one piece that didn't make it into the house. One of the shoulders. Something happened to it before it got here. But anyway, right here, look. That is perfect. I'm going to try to explain to you what it tastes like. It does not taste like chicken. That's 100% correct. It tastes like a mixture between frog legs and chicken. If you've ever eaten frog legs, it's got a similar texture to frog legs, but it does not taste like chicken. But it is good. Look. So I don't have everything that I like to eat with it tonight. I like mashed potatoes, green beans, biscuits with some gravy, and some sweet coleslaw. We don't have all that tonight, but it's still going to be good. It's going to go with what we've got. But anyway, this is the Squirrel, and it don't taste like chicken. But I thank y'all for watching. I pray God blesses you, and I'll see you in the next one.